Hi, I'm Chelle from the Farallon Institute. I'm here to talk today about open science. Open science is gaining momentum across different disciplines, and the scientific community is slowly starting to adopt open practices. But we have lost the luxury of time. There are major challenges facing humanity, and we need to adapt now. We need to adapt now and become more efficient and more inclusive if we're to find new and better ways to face these challenges. We need every solution and every solver. NASA has a new open source science initiative, TOPS, the Transform to Open Science, and it's designed to support a shift in science towards openness. For over 20 years, I've worked on satellite algorithm development, data production, and science applications. I've worked in completely closed and completely open environments. For both institutions and scientists, there's a strong fear that being more open will result in a loss of competitive advantage. And that will lead to a loss of funding. That will lead to a loss of career, of support for a lab. And it's the natural response to something new. We've been working this way for decades, and it's working, right? Well, I want to point out a different side. By being more open, you build larger collaborative networks, which lead to more innovation and cutting-edge interdisciplinary work. That brings more attention, that has more impact, and that increases your competitive edge. Open is better. Also, it's more fun, more collaborative, more innovative, and it has a larger impact. Open data gets more citations. Open software reaches more people. It expands your network and your impact. Open publications get more citations and they reach more people. They're downloaded much higher frequency. We need to move towards more openness because it's better for sciences and it's better for everyone. We want to build a more equitable future. There's another reason to embrace open science. It's a tool to share hidden knowledge that has created barriers to participation in science. The last couple of decades have strengthened policies that foster inclusivity. Now, we need to change the power dynamics by sharing hidden knowledge so that more people can participate in science and building inclusive communities where excluded groups aren't just in the room, but they're at the table helping build the next big result. So what is open science? This term, it seems to be everywhere right now, but what does it actually mean? Open science opens up knowledge to everyone, all parts of the scientific process. It's science that's accessible, reproducible, and inclusive. And we can increase the accessibility of science by openly and freely sharing data, software, and scientific information, including publications, algorithms, and documents. We can improve the reproducibility of scientific results by using and supporting open software tools, frameworks, and libraries, and open infrastructures and science platforms. We can expand who participates in science by developing innovative pathways to participation in science and expanding public-private partnerships. And I keep saying we, because I hope you don't see this as a high-level unfunded mandate from a government agency. Scientists, we all need open science. And NASA has stepped here to help support our community's transformation because these activities increase the impact of science. Open knowledge will lead us to better science and bigger impacts. We all win. There's no open science toolbox that can just be checked. Open science, you're done. You've published open access. Open science is a continuum. There are many different ways to increase the openness of the process. And in order to help science move more towards fully open, all the parts of science have to move together. We need to update institutional policies that discourage or prohibit participating in open science. We need to incentivize open science for scientists by including open community activities in award criteria, funding decisions, and career advancement. As we start to change the incentives, more scientists will move towards being more fully open and participate in open science communities. NASA's Transform to Open Science TOPS is designed to accelerate scientific discovery by focusing on education and equality. TOPS is a 5-year initiative that will act as a catalyst to jumpstart a suite of coordinated activities designed to rapidly transform science. We are planning activities around visibility, capacity sharing, incentives, and pathways expansion. First, NASA is designating 2023 as the year of open science use. During that, there will be open science training events at large society meetings, summer schools, hackathons. There will be open science awards and competitions, and we hope that the ocean community will join us during that year by embracing open science. In 5 years, TOPS has specific goals to increase the understanding and adoption of open science principles and techniques, training 20,000 scientists in open science and giving badges and certifications at these summer school society meetings and events. We also want to accelerate major scientific discoveries by supporting adoption of open science for funding high-risk, high-reward activities using open science methods. We also want to broaden participation by historically excluded communities and double participation by historically excluded communities in submitted proposals, applications from students, and participation in mission teams. Our next steps. We want to prepare for 2023, the year of open science, increasing support for open science and being visible advocates, co-developing open science learning resources, developing incentive programs and expanding pathways, building partnerships, supporting open science, and planning events. We're building this openly and sharing on our GitHub repository, which has discussions enabled. This is a good place to learn about the mission and ask questions. We'd love for the ocean community to participate with us. We need you to begin collaborating with the open science community to change everything. We need everyone. Thank you.